And welcome in again to be our guest. And we have with us Alan Mathis, who is the Executive Director of One Place Family Justice Center. And we talked last week, folks, about some very important things. There is help. There is help. And we want to bring to you those avenues that you have to get help and to get justice. And Alan, we so enjoyed talking to you last week. And let's get a little more specific this week. First of all, where are you located?
We're located at 530 South Lawrence Street in Montgomery.
Okay. And specifically, again, we talked last week about victims of sexual assault, rape, domestic violence. Let's get a little deeper into the services that you actually offer.
Okay, so let me give you a couple of numbers.
Okay.
In her lifetime, 1 out of 5 women will be either the victim of an attempted or a completed rape. Every 68 seconds, someone in America is being sexually assaulted or raped. 735,000 Americans are sexually assaulted or raped.
And that can be a woman, or sometimes it's a man.
Sometimes a man. And sometimes a man.
Yeah.
And so while it's 1 out of 4 women, it's sort of like 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 6 men will face that same kind of situation. And we've almost completely normalized it. At One Place, here's what a lot of people don't understand. We're located in Montgomery, but we are the responders for sexual assault crisis care in 9 counties.
Wow.
Okay?
Great, because we cover 15 counties.
Absolutely.
Good.
So the police and the hospitals and victims will turn to us, even if you're in Autauga, Butler, Crenshaw, Dallas, Elmore, right? Lowndes, of course, Montgomery, Perry, and Wilcox. So we are, I like to think of us as having a real depth of knowledge.
You do.
And being able to meet a person where they are, and I say in their lowest moment. In their lowest moment, we know how to work with them. We'll do specific things, like we will do the rape kit that will be used later in a prosecution. So you have to collect that information, that evidence in a very particular fashion. Second thing is we'll make sure they have a good medical exam. The third thing is we'll give them medication to prevent STDs.
Wonderful.
The fourth thing that we do is we have a licensed or an associate licensed mental health counselor will greet you at the center, and they will provide one-on-one counseling to you for the first 90 days. I like to call it the stabilization period. And then we will work with you to get to another place for permanent or longer term therapy that you may need, right? Like at the Family Sunshine Center or another partner of ours. If you're a little concerned about being able to make all your appointments and so forth, we will accompany you to them. We'll make sure that we make an application for victims' benefits. So we try to do all of those things that allow you the opportunity to heal. And I like to think when it's done well in the initial moments of a crisis, then the results will be better. And I'll tell you, this morning when I went to get into my office at 7:30, there was a young lady in her car.
Oh, wow.
A young lady in her car, and she said, "Sir, can you help me?" She said, "I'm visiting, and this unfortunate thing took place where she was staying." And we were able to get some help for her. So there's no time of day, no holiday that these bad things take place. And when it happens, you want to make sure that you have someone who is compassionate and expert take care of you. And And she was able to come on inside, and one of her nurses was there to take care of her. And I'm quite confident she feels better right now
I'm sure.
than she did before.
Sitting in that
Yeah.
car. I think that primarily we need to remind you that you do have an avenue for justice and for holding people accountable also. And we're going to put the numbers, everything up on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for being there, and just thank you for coming in and letting everybody know, please use this service. And we'll be right back.